Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Brian's Everyday Fixes. Today's video is about cleaning the condenser coil on your refrigerator. It's a very important thing to clean because if the condenser coil is covered in dust, the dust acts like insulation and the coil can't do its job, and the job that it's designed to do, is to give up the heat that it has extracted from inside the refrigerator. And if that coil is covered in a thick layer of dirt or dust, it's not going to work. It's not going to work efficiently. So that means your refrigerator is going to run the compressor harder, longer, which means it'll wear out sooner. It also means you're going to use more electricity. And ultimately, it'll fail. So if you want to keep your refrigerator running well for a long time, clean the condenser coil. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's get started. In this particular fridge, because it's here down below the kick plate at the front, it's easy to get at. And so I'll just be using a vacuum cleaner and a little brush, a soft brush. So the first thing we need to do is we need to remove this little grill here that's on the bottom of the refrigerator. So just open the door and it just held on with these little plastic clips, and there we are. And I think you can put the flashlight on. And wow, that's a lot of dust. Let's have a closer look. This is a lot of dust. I'm going to use a brush and a vacuum cleaner, and we'll get rid of all this. All right, well, here we are, and we'll vacuum out what we can before I start brushing. Here you can see already the coil is starting to show up out of all this dust. This is just a soft paintbrush. Well, it's quite a bit cleaner in there, but there's still a ways to go here. This brush is a little bit on the short side for reaching all the way in. What I've done is tape the brush onto a paint stir stick. Just used some aluminum tape that I had in the basement. And this allows me to get all the way in. What I had to do here, because this particular refrigerator has a metal pan on the bottom, and the coil is sitting maybe about a half an inch or so, about a half inch above that metal pan. There's a lot of dust on top of the pan underneath the coil, which I couldn't get with the brush, and the vacuum wouldn't get. So I stuck a piece of 1/4-inch plastic hose inside. It sucks up what's underneath the coil. So this is the only other way to get under here. Sometimes you're going to have to MacGyver things in order to be able to get in there. And by varying the size of the opening here at the end, I can increase the suction through the little plastic tube. Now, as a final touch, for cleaning under here, or in here, I'm going to use a Swiffer. Yeah, it'll pick up the last of the debris. It's on an extendable handle, and it fits in here nicely, especially from the top here, because this coil has a top and a bottom. There's not too much that's left to come out. You just give it a gentle sweep, and we're done. It's certainly a lot cleaner than when we started. So it's going to work better. It's going to be more efficient. Here you can see there were a number of things that I had to utilize in order to be able to access everything. Luckily, this house has a central vac, so there was just a long vacuum hose to plug in. And then I just used a couple of pieces of plastic hose. The black one is actually some in-ground sprinkler tubing that I had in the garage. And this is just 1/4-inch vinyl tubing. That allowed me to get between the coil and the pan. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. My name is Brian. You've been watching Brian's Everyday Fixes. I hope you'll share this with your friends, and if you like it, I hope you'll give me the thumbs up and maybe even subscribe. Thank you. See you next time.